Bobby Mackeys, and you're not Lisa, right?
That's right. I'm telling you, you freaked me out. I didn't know you didn't know that was on there.
I did not.
I didn't know you was going to play "I'm Not Lisa" by Jesse Coulter.
Yeah.
I heard that take off when you started playing that, and I heard that little piano lick there that she does, and I thought, he's not playing Lisa, is he? And then, oh my, I freaked out. I said, Tom, that's my song. I got that on this album.
Good. Wow. I mean, that's do.
Yeah.
You know?
Hey, you know, if we'd have pre-planned it, it'd have been good if we'd done that, but we didn't.
No, you know. Yeah. Well, you know, great minds think alike.
Oh my goodness.
At least one great mind in the room, anyway. You know.
But I always loved that song, and I got thinking about it. And I thought, well, you know, that could turn around and be "You're Not Lisa" as well as it could be "I'm Not Lisa."
Yeah.
It worked out. It worked out.
Yeah. That was a great song. Not only the version you did, but also the one that Jesse Coulter did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she wrote it.
Yeah. And her and Waylon did a couple of great recorded duets of that song.
Yeah.
You know, and just a very, very unique.
I just made a different song out of it.
You did, and that's what it's all about. You know, if you can,
Yeah.
change is good.
Yeah. Well,
In some cases, it doesn't work. But in your case, that's awesome.
Some songs can never be duplicated. Like, for instance, "Hello, Darling."
Oh,
Ain't nobody ever gonna do that song.
No.
Ever. But Conway Twitty.
Yeah.
And that's a good example of what we're talking about.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It is 17 past the hour. Good Monday to you, everybody. You're tuned into Classics of Country here on WAIF 88.3 FM. Yours truly, Tom the Legend Winkler, with you. I'll be around till 1 o'clock today. Tex Rogers comes in at 1 p.m. until 3 this afternoon with rockin' cars and great rock music for you here on WAIF 88.3 FM in Cincinnati. Today we are premiering the world premiere, not just premiering it, but the world premiere of Bobby Mackeys' brand new album, and it is entitled
I'll Go Down Swinging.
You'll Go Down Swinging.
And it drops tomorrow on iTunes. It'll be available there as of tomorrow. Hard copies are not available just yet, but they will be in about a week.
Okay, all right, so that'll give you a chance to listen to it on the different venue, iTunes, right?
iTunes and Amazon
and all those.
But I guess iTunes is
right.
It's like Coca-Cola, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. I hear Spotify's having some issues.
Yeah, I hear I'm hearing that the trend is going towards streaming.
Yeah.
And Spotify is the kind of the ringleader of that, I believe.
Yeah, you know, it's amazing with us here at WAIF because we stream, 24 hours a day. And it's amazing where you pick up listeners from.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
There's one gentleman, good friend of Bo Davis, he's in the Netherlands, and he listens to the show every Monday.
Yeah, I got a friend down in Florida, Scott, down in Florida. He listened in this morning, and he listens he listens all the time. He loves your music here.
Well, I appreciate that.
He listens every time we're on here, and he listened to the jam that day.
Back in March.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's such great radio to put out there, and it's a shame that either people don't have an app to download, or don't have an iPhone or an Android or a laptop, or whatever they're using to an iPad to listen to stuff. But if you download it, boom! I mean, you can take this stuff with you anywhere in the world you go.
Change it. You can carry it around on a thumbnail.
Thumb drive.
Thumbnail.
Thumbnail. I don't have any nails, but anyway.
Yeah. Well, anyway, things change so fast. By the time you get used to what's going on, it's changed on you.
It did. That's exactly right. You have noticed this, I'm sure, but how many changes have gone through music over the years?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I mean, some of it's gone better,
when I was learning to sing at 4 years old and before, my dad had a grocery store in Concord, Kentucky.
Right.
And my mom worked in the store, and so she raised me while she worked in the store. But Dad had a jukebox in the store. It was a railroad town. It was a sidetrack where the railroad camp cars laid in there working on the track all the time.
Right.
And at night, these railroad guys from the camp cars would come down to the grocery store, and Dad had this jukebox in there because they'd play the jukebox, and they'd have a pint in their back pocket, and they'd go back around inside the store. They'd buy a Coke from Dad, and they'd go around inside the store, and they'd pour part of the Coke out and fill it back up with whiskey, and come back, and first thing you know, they'd be playing the jukebox and dancing. I was 4 years old, and people used to play the jukebox to have me sing along with it. And the reason I bring this up, that was 78 speed records.
Yeah.
So we're talking about all the changes.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's the first I remember. Before that, I guess they had the old Victrolas.
Right.
And I remember those, but they weren't in use.
Yeah, because you went from 78s to 45s to 33 and a thirds
Yeah.
on the albums, you know?
Yeah.
And there were some 16-speed songs, but there weren't, you know, a whole
Wasn't
bunch
much.
of that,
Yeah.
you know?
Not much.
And then, you know, you progressed from that,
8 tracks.
you went to 8. You know, I bought a 76 Buick Regal, brand new, ordered it in.
Yeah, I've seen that car.
No, that's a 67 I got.
Oh, okay.
This was a 76.
Okay.
76
It's a
Regal.
Buick, though.
It was a Regal, yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I drove.
I saw it at the car show when you and I went
Yeah,
to the car show.
yeah, a couple years back.
I got a 55 Chevy, and we had them over there. Yeah.
That's a gorgeous car.
That was a fun day out there.
Man, we gotta do it again.
Yeah, I know. It rained us out. Last year we was going to do it, and I think
Yeah.
it rained us out.
Yeah, and this year you weren't available, so, you know.
Yeah. But anyway, back to your 76. Go finish your story.
Yeah, the 76 Regal that I bought, and I ordered it in, and I wasn't a fan of cassettes. They were just coming in. I wasn't real sure of them, so I ordered the car with an 8-track player.
They made adapters, didn't they?
Yeah, well, eventually they did. But true story, I have at home over 100 blank 8-tracks.
Blanks.
Blanks. Yeah, and I've got probably another 100 that I have that were pre-recorded.
Yeah.
Because I still have a Panasonic 8-track recorder playback that works.
You do.
It still
I was
works.
going to say you probably couldn't find one to play them on, but
I have one that works.
Good.
Yeah, in fact, I just disconnected it off my system and put on a cassette deck because I got so much really cool, great country music and oldies from the 50s and 60s that I want to play on the air here. And so I managed to find a dual cassette deck so that I can take stuff off of there and run it onto my mini discs that I use here at the studio a lot, you know, so.
Well, I had a car full of 8-track tapes, and I was playing at the Apple. And
Yeah.
that was like 70, 71, 72.
Yeah.
And I was playing at the Apple and had a whole bunch of great cassettes. I had a Charlie Pride one that I love so well, and Tammy Wynette, and the Haggard. Remember the Haggard tribute to Jimmy Rogers he did? Merle Haggard did a Jimmy Rogers album. It was on 8-track.
I have to plead ignorance, I don't know that one.
But so I had so many favorites. Well, you know, while I was in there making music that Saturday night, somebody was breaking in my car and stole them all. But anyway, I loved those. Boy, I played those. I remember the Charlie Pride thing and the Tammy Wynette and the Haggard thing, singing the old Jimmy Rogers stuff.
Yeah, you know, didn't you always find 8-tracks amazing because they clicked? They went from one track to the other. You
Yeah.
know, they go.
Yeah.
They'd be right in the middle of the song
Yeah,
and they'd go
yeah.
click.
Change right in the middle of something.
Yeah, and sometimes they faded them out and brought it back up on the other side.
Yeah.
And sometimes it just kept right on going. And you just
That's
kept,
why it didn't last very long.
Yeah, well, you know, technology had to catch up.
Anyway, I had to start out. I sung along with 78 speeds in the beginning.
Oh yeah, the big old acetates.
I've got the original 78 speed record of Hank Williams, "Your Cheating Heart."
Really?
And do you know what was on the other side of it?
No.
Jambalaya.
Jambalaya. Okay.
I've got the 78 speed.
Now, did he record that here in Cincinnati
I don't know that.
on King? Because he recorded on King Records here.
That was on MGM.
Okay.
But well, you know, "Your Cheating Heart" was the last thing he recorded before he died. And that came out. Hank never got to see that become a hit.
Wow.
You know, they released that right after he died, and it was a monster hit.
Oh,
And I
absolutely.
was singing it when I was 4 years old.
Wow. You know, another song on that same venue we're talking about, you know, you never got to hear it, was Otis Redding when he died. Sitting on the dock of the bay was released
Yeah.
right after his passing, when they were killed in that plane crash in the Great Lakes.
Yep.
You know, so, you know, it's kind of interesting how the music business and artists in the music business kind of all get together at some point in
When
time.
Jim Reeves died in that plane crash, he had lots of things in the can that he'd recorded already, and they released records on him for several years
Yeah.
after he died.
Yeah.
Well, wasn't Jim Reeves? Didn't he have a golden voice?
Oh, yes.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
He got started on the old, where was it, Ozark? Was it Jubilee or something?
I don't know.
Shreveport.
Shreveport. Yeah.
That's where Jim Reeves started. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Well, Elvis did that. You know,
Yeah.
he did a lot of shows down there
Yeah.
in Shreveport, Louisiana. Anyway, we're going to go back to some more from Bobby Mackeys' great brand new album, world premiere here on Classics of Country. We got cut number 4.
Yeah, we're talking about, is it, oh, no, well, actually, this will be number 3 because we jumped ahead to do the Lisa thing, didn't we?
Maybe.
I believe this is number 3 on the cut.
Okay.
This will be the 4th song we played, but RJ, did you write that down? What did you say now?
You know.
I think because talking about the throwbacks and talking about all the, you know, how mechanics have changed and technology's changed through the years. Here's an old song that I was going around singing when I was a teenager. You know, it was in the '60s. An old Charlie Rich song, and do you remember when mohair was a popular thing? When everybody was wrapping mohair around the sun visor in their car, and the girls were wearing.
I had all that around the sun visor
Yeah.
and around my, you know, the, what do you call them, the sunshades or whatever. that
Girls
thing
would
were.
be wearing their boyfriend's high school ring, and,
Yeah.
and it'd be too big for them, and they'd wrap mohair around it too.
Yeah, I never gave my ring away. I said, I bought this ring. It cost me really hard money. You ain't getting no ring.
Oh goodness, well, that's funny. But this thing, the Mohair Sam, it was in the '60s sometime. We were right.
Who is the hippest happening in our town?
WAIF Classics Country.
Girl